Welcome to NIPT's Decisions on the Go, using AI for over a decade to help you listen to New York State Court of Appeals decisions on the go. After the podcast, visit www.nipt.com/law to read the full decision.
People v. David and Ehinmiakhena, decided on April 21, 2026. Memorandum. The order of the appellate term should be reversed and the case remitted to Criminal Court of the City of New York for further proceedings in accordance with this memorandum. Defendant was charged by misdemeanor complaint with aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle in the second and third degrees, Vehicle and Traffic Law, Section 5112A, 4, 1A, and unlicensed driving, Vehicle and Traffic Law, Section 5091, after a police officer stopped defendant's vehicle for an unspecified reason. In the factual portion of the complaint, the officer alleged that defendant was observed operating a motor vehicle on a public highway insofar as the key was in the ignition, the engine was running, and defendant was behind the wheel. The complaint further alleged that a computer check of records from the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, indicated that defendant's driver's license was suspended for failing to answer a summons and pay a fine. Defendant, asserting that there was no lawful basis for the vehicle stop, moved to suppress any fruits of the unlawful seizure, including testimony from the officer as to post-stop observations of his incriminating conduct. Defendant acknowledged the holding of our opinion in People v. Tolentino that his identity and DMV records were not subject to suppression, but asserted that testimony identifying him or describing his behavior that was obtained as a result of the illegal seizure was suppressible as fruit of the poisonous tree. Alternatively, defendant requested a hearing. The people opposed the motion, arguing without elaboration that defendant's vehicle was not illegally stopped. They maintained, however, that even if it was, the post-seizure observations were not suppressible in the context of this case. The people characterized the observations at issue as limited to defendant handing over his driver's license, which led to the discovery of his identity and DMV records, and contended that, since defendant's identity was not subject to suppression, neither were the officer's observations leading to that fact. They stopped short of conceding that observations related to defendant's operation of the vehicle would be suppressible if the seizure was illegal. Criminal Court summarily denied defendant's motion, observing that, to the extent defendant sought suppression of his identity and DMV record, such observations are never suppressible as fruit of an unlawful seizure under Tolentino. The court, however, did not opine on defendant's argument seeking suppression of incriminating post-stop observations. Nor did the court address the legality of the vehicle stop or explain what role, if any, the legality of the stop played in its suppression determination. In light of the above, we remit to criminal court so that a suppression hearing can be held. We note that it is unclear whether the court accepted the people's position that the only post-stop observation at issue, the handing over of the driver's license, was identity evidence not subject to suppression. Moreover, contrary to defendant's argument that the people's general denial that the stop was illegal was insufficient to create an issue of fact, the people need not do more than refuse to concede the truth of facts alleged by the defendant for a hearing to be held. People v. Weaver. Given that the legality of the stop may be essential to determining the suppressibility of post-stop observations, the hearing should address this issue. See CPL 710.60. Order reversed and case remitted to Criminal Court of the City of New York, New York County, for further proceedings in accordance with the memorandum herein. Judges Rivera, Garcia, Singas, Kenataro, Troutman, and Halligan concur. Chief Judge Wilson dissents in part in an opinion. Decided April 21, 2026.
Welcome to NYPT's Decisions on the Go, using AI for over a decade to help you listen to New York State Court of Appeals decisions on the go. After the podcast, visit www.nypt.com/law to read the full decision.